and then remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Please be seated. Admission of lawyers. Logan Michael Adams.
May it please the court, I move that Logan Michael Adams be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Logan Michael Adams be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samuel Kevin Apps.
May it please the court, I move that Samuel Kevin Apps be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samuel Kevin Apps be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marwa Sadek Ibrahim Awad.
May it please the court, I move that Marwa Awad be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Marwa Sadek Ibrahim Awad be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
William Benedict Barrington.
May it please the court, I move that William Benedict Barrington be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let William Benedict Barrington be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Madison Lee Beale.
May it please the court, I move that Madison Lee Beale be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Madison Lee Beale be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emily Jennifer Blue.
May it please the court, I move that Emily Jennifer Blue be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emily Jennifer Blue be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jashan Preet Kaur Bola.
May it please the court, I move that Jashanpreet Kaur Bola be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jashanpreet Kaur Bola be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Molly Bruff.
May it please the court, I move that Molly Bruff be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Molly Bruff be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tanya Chowdhury.
May it please the court, I move that Tanya Chowdhury be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tanya Chowdhury be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Oscar Robert Leighton Clark.
May it please the court, I move that Oscar Robert Leighton Clark be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Oscar Robert Leighton Clark be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sienna Clark.
May it please the court, I move that Sienna Clark be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sienna Clark be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Bryden Grace Collins.
May it please the court, I move that Bryden Grace Collins be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Bryden Grace Collins be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Olivia Claudia DeFreitas.
May it please the court, I move that Olivia Claudia DeFreitas be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Olivia Claudia DeFreitas be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gillian de Guzman.
May it please the court, I move that Gillian de Guzman be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gillian de Guzman be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brooklyn Joan Evans.
May it please the court, I move that Brooklyn Joan Evans be admitted as the lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Brooklyn Joan Evans be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Harry James Falconer Flint.
May it please the court, I move that Harry James Falconer Flint be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Harry James Falconer Flint be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elan Kuru Gok.
May it please the court, I move that Elan Karu Gok be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Elan Karu Gok be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine Grace Graham.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Catherine Grace Graham, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Catherine Grace Graham be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lauren Sarah Haddad.
May it please the court, I move that Lauren Haddad be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lauren Sarah Haddad be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emma Grace Coral Halab.
May it please the court, I move that Emma Grace Coral Halab be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emma Grace Coral Halab be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Adila Harun Soni.
May it please the court, I move that Adila Harun Sani be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Adila Harun Sani be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Meredith and Olivia Herbert.
May it please the court, I move that Meredith Ann Olivia Herbert be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Meredith Ann Olivia Herbert be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hannah Yusan Jung.
May it please the court, I move that Hannah Yusan Jung be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hannah Yusan Jung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jude Charbel Casas.
May it please the court, I move that Jude Charbel Casas be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jude Charbel Casas be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
TJ Edwin Peter Keeble.
May it please the court, I move that TJ Edwin Peter Keeble be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let TJ Edwin Peter Keeble be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Kayla.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Califf be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Califf be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nikita Brooke Kidd.
May it please the court, I move that Nikita Brooke Kidd be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nikita Brooke Kidd be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Paris Kosh.
May it please the court, I move that Paris Kosh be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Paris Kosh be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tiffany Y. Ching Chan Kaczynski.
May it please the court, I move that Tiffany Y. Ching Chung Kajewski be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tiffany Y. Ching Chang Kaczewski be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lillian Margaret Law.
May it please the court, I move that Lillian Margaret Law be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lillian Margaret Law be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ho Chan Jerry Long.
May it please the court, I move that Ho Chun Jerry Yong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ho Chan Jerry Leung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jared Scott Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Jared Scott Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jared Scott Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
So Hui Liu.
May it please the court, I move that Zhe Hui Liu be admitted as lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zhou Hui Liu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lachlan Bryant Lugg.
May it please the court, I move that my son Lachlan Bryant Lugg be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lachlan Bryant Lugg be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jacqueline Ruth Malafe.
May it please the court, I move that Jacqueline Ruth Malafay be admitted as a lawyer to this honourable court.
Let Jacqueline Ruth Malafay be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isabel Rose Mackenzie.
May it please the court, I move that Isabella Rose Mackenzie be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Isabella Rose Mackenzie be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amelia Moore.
May it please the court, I move that Amelia Moore be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amelia Moore be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Taylor Gwyneth O'Connor.
May it please the court, I move that Taylor Gwyneth O'Connor be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Taylor Gwyneth O'Connor be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Cayman Ashley Ormerod.
May it please the court, I move that Kaylin Ashley Omerod be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Cayman Ashley Omerod be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Francis John Patag.
May it please the court, I move that Francis John Patag be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Francis John Patag be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Karen Allen Pulley.
May it please the court, I move that my son Kieran Allen Pulley be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kieran Allen Pulley be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kalia San Rainey.
May it please the court, I move that Kalia San Rainey be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kalia San Rainey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Derek Edward Wraithby.
May it please the court, I move that Derek Eric Raceby be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Derek Edward Wraithby be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Joshua Damon Ranaleta.
May it please the court, I move that Joshua Damon Ranaleta be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Joshua Damon Ranaleta be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chloe Bronte Riley Hanson.
May it please the court, I move that Chloe Bronte Riley Hanson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chloe Bronte Riley Hanson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Louise Jean Roper.
May it please the court, I move that Louise Jean Roper be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Louise Jean Roper be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Julia Cherie Ross.
May it please the court, I move that Julia Cherie Ross be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Julia Cherie Ross be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Stephanie Joaquina Schofield.
May it please the court, I move that Stephanie Wakina Schofield be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Stephanie Wakina Schofield be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nazanin Sharif.
May it please the court, I move that Nazanin Sharifi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nazanin Sharifi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Pedram Sogali.
May it please the court, I move that Pedram Zagali be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Pedram Zagali be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Si Hai Tang.
May it please the court, I move that Si Hai Tang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Si Hai Tang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Claire Jennifer Thompson.
May it please the court, I move that Claire Jennifer Thompson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Claire Jennifer Thompson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Joanna Kate Todd.
May it please the court, I move that Joanna Kate Todd be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Joanna Kate Todd be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Stephen Agide Yusang.
May it please the court, I move that Stephen Igide Usang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Stephen Igide Kusang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Cassandra Pauline Wallachers.
May it please the court, I move that Cassandra Pauline Wallachers be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Cassandra Pauline Wallachers be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Josephine May Wilson.
May it please the court, I move that Josephine May Wilson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Josephine May Wilson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lachlan Jack Heath Wisher.
May it please the court, I move that Lachlan Jack Heath Wisher be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lachlan Jack Heath Wisher be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Oka Wong.
May it please the court, I move that Oka Wong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Oka Wong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jarlin Wu.
May it please the court, I move that Jalin Wu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jarlin Wu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ziding Zhang.
May it please the court, I move that Ziding Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ziding Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shi Yu Zhang.
May I please the court, I move that Xu Yue Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Xu Yu Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Wen Tao Zhao.
May it please the court, I move that Wen Tao Zhao be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Wen Tao Zhao be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for those whose admissions have just been moved, either to swear an oath or to make an affirmation. Would all newly admitted lawyers please stand as directed by the officiating officer?
So if the first two rows here can please stand. Logan Michael Adams, Samuel Kevin Apps, Marwa Sadek Ibrahim Awad, William Benedict Barrington, Madison Lee Beale, Emily Jennifer Blue, Joshan Preet Kaur Bowler, Molly Bruff, Tanya Chowdhury, Oscar Robert Leighton Clark, Sienna Clark, Bryden Grace Collins, Olivia Claudia De Freitas, Gillian De Guzman, Brooklyn Joan Evans, Harry James Falcon of Flint. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. You may take a seat. If the last two rows could please stand. Elan Karu Gok, Catherine Grace Graham, Lauren Sarah Haddad, Emma Grace Coral Halab, Adila Harun Soni, Meredith Ann Olivia Herbert, Hannah Yusun Jung, Jude Chabel Casas, TJ Edwin Peter Keeble, Sarah Kalaf, Nikita Brooke Kidd, Paris Kosh, Tiffany Y. Ching Chan Kachiski, Lillian Margaret Law, Ho Chun Jerry Lung, Jared Scott Lee, Zhe Hui Liu, Lachlan Bryant Lugg, Jacqueline Ruth Malefa, Isabel Rove Mackenzie, Amelia Moore. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. You may take a seat. If the row just in front of me could please stand. Taylor Gwyneth O'Connor, Cayman Ashley Ormerod, Francis John Patag, Kieran Allen Pulley, Kalia San Rainey, Derek Edward Wraithby, Joshua Damon Renaletta, Chloe Bronte Riley Hanson, Louise Jean Roper, Julia Cherie Ross, Stephanie Wakina Schofield, Nazanin Sharifi. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skills, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. You may take a seat. If the two rows to my left could please stand. Pedram Sogali, Sihai Tang, Claire Jennifer Thompson, Joanna Kate Todd, Stephen Egede Usang, Cassandra Pauline Wallachers, Josephine May Wilson, Lachlan Jack Heath Wisher, Oka Wong, Jarlin Wu, Ziding Zhang, Shuyu Zhang, Wentao Zhao. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. You may take a seat.
Now that the formal part of the proceedings is complete, I would like, on behalf of the Chief Justice and all of the judges of the court, warmly to welcome you and your family and friends to the Supreme Court of New South Wales, including those who are here virtually by watching this ceremony online. I'm Justice Ward, the President of the Court of Appeal, and I have the honour to represent the Chief Justice at today's very special ceremony. Present with me on the bench today is Justice Peden to my right, who is a judge sitting in the Equity Division of this court and now the Commercialist Judge, and Justice McNaughton to my left, who is a judge sitting in the Common Law Division of this court. Together, we constitute the court which has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. I begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal of the Eora Nation, and I pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I recognise the long-standing and enduring customs and traditions of Australia's First Nations peoples and their deep connection with country. And I welcome any of our First Nations peoples here today or watching the ceremony online. You may be surprised to know that this court is one of the oldest continuing common law courts in the world. We celebrated our bicentenary last year, and the tradition of this court is something of which we, and I hope now you, will be immensely proud. You could even have a look at the YouTube video of the ceremony, which is available on the court's website, if, unlike me, you knew how to work those. To all of the newly admitted lawyers, you are the shining stars of today's ceremony, and it is a very great pleasure to welcome each of you individually to the legal profession of this state. It's now over 42 years since I was admitted as a solicitor in this very same courtroom. I well recall the solemnity of the occasion, the searching gaze of the then Chief Justice, Sir Lawrence Street, as each lawyer was admitted, a gaze that I have tried to emulate but fear I have failed abysmally to do, and the excitement and pride of my parents who were here to witness the ceremony. The very first time either of them had set foot in a court, let alone the Banco court. Little did I imagine, or could they have dreamt, that I would one day be presiding over just such a ceremony. Perhaps that particular honour lies in the future for one of today's cohort of lawyers. I've referred to my own admission ceremony, now part of ancient history, for a number of reasons. First, because although much has changed in the legal profession over the years, the traditions and fundamental ethos of our profession have not. In being admitted as a lawyer today, You have each joined a centuries-old profession with ancient origins. The custom of advocates swearing an admissions oath is one that dates back to the 12th century. You may well think our wigs and robes date back almost as far. The Supreme Court was established in 1823 and first admitted lawyers to practice in 1824, hence the bicentenary last year. By 1830, the names of lawyers were entered onto rolls in this state, as yours will be after this ceremony. So you've become part of this tradition over 200 years later. It may well be that you or more likely your family and friends will feel that that is how long you have been studying to get to this point. But it is important to recognise and acknowledge the continuing traditions of our legal profession. At the heart of our system of law is the direct relationship between the court and lawyers as officers of the court. The oath or affirmation you have each made today, witnessed by your family and peers, is a serious one and it deserves solemn regard. You must always remember that admission as a member of the legal profession is a privilege. It is not a right. Today, you assume ethical obligations over and above those demanded of you as members of the community. The legal profession is dedicated to upholding the rule of law, one of the most important pillars of a peaceful and democratic society. So the standards expected of legal professionals are correspondingly high. As lawyers, in whatever area you practice, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice. You will owe onerous duties to your clients, but you must always remember that your paramount duty is to the court. Among the obligations you acquire to the court are a duty of full disclosure of the relevant law, a duty of candour, not to mislead the court or knowingly permit your client to do so, a duty to refuse to permit the commencement or continuance of baseless proceedings, a duty to exercise care before making allegations of misconduct against any other person, a duty not to assist any form of improper conduct, and a duty to conduct cases before the court efficiently and expeditiously. That one is very dear to my heart. Your duty to the court requires that you comply faithfully with your ethical obligations, no matter what pressures may be placed upon you, and no matter that they may conflict at times with your client's wishes or desires. It is in acknowledgement of this weighty responsibility that we observe today's unique formalities. But not everything in the legal profession has remained unchanged over the years. Some of those changes are the product of changes in our society. When I commenced practice as a solicitor, women did not occupy senior positions in the law. There were no female partners in the large commercial law firms. There was only a handful of female silk, and there were no female judges on this court, let alone no bench of 3 admitting you today. Mm-hmm. And women who appeared in court were not seen if they wore trousers. So how has the world changed since then? Not only are women now seen at the highest levels in our profession, but some are even admitted wearing power suits today. As my daughter was a couple of years ago. Some of those changes are the product of technological developments. When I first commenced practice as a solicitor, our firm had Wang computers. You've probably never heard of them, and they occupied almost a whole floor of the building. The latest innovation then was the telex machine, or perhaps the golf ball typewriter. Today, you will no doubt work in offices where the computer capacity appears endless, but the space occupied by computers is conversely very small, and where communication is almost instantaneous, with email, not to mention Zoom. Flexible working arrangements are de rigueur. Of course, with those changes comes increasing work pressures, particularly from clients who expect instantaneous delivery of legal services, and they come with unforeseen dangers. Think, for example, of the lawyer stuck behind a kitten Zoom filter on a court appearance. The change that is most important for our profession and its future is the increasing diversity of the profession, and you are visible proof of that diversity. You will each have taken a different, though in many cases similar, path to join the legal profession. You come from different homes, different backgrounds, and different cultures. Some of you, like me, will be the first in your family to have studied law. Some of you, as we have heard today from those moving your admissions, will have had the good fortune to be able to debate legal propositions with other lawyers in your family, parents, siblings, or the like. You may have been able to point out to them the errors of their legal thinking. You will bring to the practice of law different experiences and different perspectives, and you will no doubt have different expectations and aspirations for your career. The legal profession and the administration of justice are enriched by that diversity. It is important to the maintenance of the rule of law that the legal profession, including the judiciary, reflects the community which we serve. The second reason that I referred to my own admission ceremony is that today is a day for celebration, not just for you, but also for your family and friends. You will all have worked extremely hard to reach today's milestone, perhaps through caffeine-fueled nights and obscure problem questions, almost certainly through reading more cases than you can hope to remember. You're entitled to be proud of your achievements, and your family and friends are entitled to be proud of you. But no doubt many of them will feel that they're almost equally qualified to be admitted here today, having shared the knowledge of law that you have gained over the years. No doubt many have been on the receiving end of your finely honed skills of advocacy. And fascinating as the law is to lawyers, many may well feel that they know more about snails in ginger beer bottles and the cannibalisation of shipwrecked cabin boys than it was ever necessary for them to know. I have no doubt that your family and friends will have played an important role in assisting you to reach today's achievements. So today is a day when you can celebrate those achievements together. You have now entered the real legal world, so to speak. In legal practice, you will now encounter the reality of that world, of eggshell skulls and peppercorn rents. You may even meet the mysterious reasonable person, and you will have to apply the Constitution with an understanding that it consists of so much more than the vibe of the thing. You will be called upon as an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, an advocate for the marginalised. You will probably learn the mysteries of time costing and the pressures of running a legal practice. As you go about your day-to-day work, remember that you're not merely dealing with law in a vacuum, but law as it applies to people's lives. You must strive to deliver your legal services competently and fearlessly, with courtesy and integrity. Your role as a lawyer will have profound consequences for access to justice. And if you were under the impression that this was an end to your legal studies, then it is my unpalatable duty to tell you that you were wrong. As lawyers, there is always something new to learn. Were that not to be so, barristers would not so often point out to we judges the errors of our thinking. And as lawyers, there is no risk that you will suffer from a bibliophobia, that is, a fear of lack of reading material. There is no doubt that law can be a stressful occupation. It is important to remember that notwithstanding that you are a diverse group, you now share a common membership of the legal profession. Clients, unsurprisingly, are often demanding. Work may not progress in the way that you had hoped. You may, and surely this will be rare, encounter difficulty persuading a judge of the wisdom of your arguments or the merits of your client's case. In those times, the support of your peers will be invaluable. I encourage you to make use of that support. And in that context, I now propose to call upon some young representatives of the New South Wales Bar Association and Law Society to say a few words of encouragement and support. Dr. Townsend, do you move?
May it please the Court, I begin by respectfully joining in Your Honour's acknowledgement of the Gadigal of the ordination elders past and present, and other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, including members of those peoples who may be present here today. My name is David Townsend, and I've been practicing for 5 years at the bar, predominantly in commercial law, equity, and class actions. Admittees, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly to society's values as they change. For several decades now, the composition of solicitors and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. Admittees, the person who walked into this courtroom today is not the same as the one who will walk out. You entered here as a student at law, but you will leave as a lawyer, an officer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, one of the oldest institutions of justice in the country, and indeed, as we've heard, one of the oldest in the common law world. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case, a barrister. Along with the government, the police, the judiciary, and others, lawyers are the columns upon which the whole edifice of the rule of law is built. I am proud, as I hope you will be too, to be a member of the legal profession. As a barrister, I get to work with intelligent people, many of them my opponents, to find difficult solutions to difficult problems of law. It's a serious responsibility, and it can be quite a challenge at times. But it's very satisfying to know that I can help my clients by giving expert advice and by appearing and speaking for them in courts like this one. In fact, as a barrister, I sometimes feel that I have, in Theodore Roosevelt's words, won what is far and away the best prize that life offers, the chance to work hard at work worth doing. Many come to the bar after several years practice as a solicitor first, and there is great value in learning how to litigate as a solicitor before taking on the role of being a barrister. However, you should not assume that there is some sort of set path to the bar. I, for instance, came with more experience as an academic than as a practitioner, and more overseas than in Australia. In fact, in my career before the bar, I have been at various times a volunteer zookeeper and a leader of luxury wine tours in Italy. And let me tell you that knowing how to manage a 400-pound gorilla has proven more useful at the bar than you might expect. And of course, it's never anything less than useful to be able to converse about Italian red wines at the bar. On commencing as a barrister, I found myself actively welcomed by my more senior colleagues and wonderfully supported by my tutors and colleagues, many of whom have become close and genuine friends. Through coming to the bar, I even met my wife, whose admission I moved in this court a little over a year ago in a ceremony presided over by the President herself. I found that the experiences that I brought to the bar were valued by my colleagues, and I have found that my own professional life is enriched by the diversity of backgrounds and experiences of my fellows at the bar. If this sounds like your kind of place, I would encourage you to consider joining the New South Wales Bar. I think you might enjoy it. If you're interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at their website. And each year there's a career at the bar open day. In your first year of practice, as what's called a reader, you receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority who will meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But the support you will receive is not limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is indeed renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, of which I'm one of the co-chairs this year, which organises social and educational functions for 0 to 5 year barristers like me, and a diversity and equality committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual orientation. So whether as a solicitor or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or the Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others your profession of law. So once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honourable court. May it please the court.
Thank you, Dr. Townsend. Mr. Noonan, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is William Noonan, and not long ago, I stood where you're standing today. And what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you've achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I was not sure what to expect. It was not always easy, and often it was overwhelming. However, one of the most important things that I've learned is the value of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one which you are now a part of. And it is a pleasure to say this. Welcome. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community, with our more than 34,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to defend the rights of all, our drive to give back to our communities, and our duty to uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of colleagues is crucial. I have been part of the Law Society of New South Wales and New South Wales Young Lawyers for 4 years now, and I have found friendship, mentoring, and professional support when I needed it most. It also provides a range of educational and collegiate events and publications like the Law Society Journal. These are part of the work of the Law Society of New South Wales, work which traces back to at least 1842, and this ceremony today connects us back to the solicitors being recorded on the English courts rolls, which we can search back to at least 1729, and the custom of solicitors swearing an oath on admission to practice in England, which we can also trace back to at least 1402. Yet here you are today, in 2025, in Sydney, and so much work is behind you, and a huge range of possibilities are before you, and now you are part of even deeper roots. The role of the Law Society of New South Wales is to ensure that you, as a newly minted solicitor, can thrive and succeed in this, your profession. We look forward to welcoming you to the Law Society community, and today, welcome to the profession. My sincere congratulations. May it please the court.
Thank you, Mr. Noonan. In closing, I say this. A couple of years ago, I was presiding over an appeal, and senior counsel made the surprising submission to the effect that at some stage in every lawyer's life, the lawyer will say, I don't want to be a lawyer, I want to be a television producer. Well, can I say that submission was not particularly persuasive? Apart from the fact that I am notoriously camera shy, I've never regretted my decision to become a lawyer. In my experience, the law is a stimulating, challenging, and satisfying profession populated by intellectual, committed, and dynamic people. You should be proud to be a lawyer, and you should each strive to perform your obligations so that you can remain proud to be a lawyer. On behalf of all of the judges of the Supreme Court, and in particular those on the bench with me today, I offer my sincere congratulations on your admission. I welcome you to the legal profession. I encourage you to go out with your family and friends and celebrate your admission. And the court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.